Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 foundations and giving you the reason why I love these foundations so much and why I will keep repurchasing them. So if you are interested in knowing which are my top favorite foundations, then please keep on watching. Always, if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below and turn your bell notification on so you are notified every time that I upload and you're part of the notification squad. And also don't forget to check the info box down below for every single detail of every foundation that I mentioned here today, and also my social media links. Please follow me on there because when I'm not here on YouTube, I'm most likely on Instagram or Snapchat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Alright, so first I want to begin by saying that I am combination. I thought I was dry skin, but my facial lady actually told me that I have combination skin. So I'm in between like the normal and dry around there. And sometimes I do get a little bit oily on my forehead, but nothing crazy, nothing that I have to like blot or anything like that. So just wanted to throw that out there before I go into my favorite foundations, because everybody has different skin types and we need to just throw that out there. Okay, the first foundation I'm going to mention today is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, which is this one right here, and it's the one that I'm actually currently using right now. And if you guys are interested in this look, I will list the video up here. I actually filmed this look before I filmed this video, so just in case you guys were wondering or you want to know how to create this look, then I'll list it up here. But anyways, back to the foundation. This has been my favorite foundation at the moment. This is the only thing I've been using for ever since I got it, which was probably like 2 to 3 weeks ago, I would say. I'm in the shade Stromboli. This is a very olivey kind of like yellow undertone. That is the undertone that I typically normally go for because it suits me the best. And this is medium 3, so I'm in the medium range, just in case you were wondering as well. But I really like this foundation. Like, it blends very nice into the skin. It's not hard to like blend or apply. It goes on really smooth, and it gives you like that really like nice airbrush type of like skin. I really like this foundation. It's new, so you can definitely go out and get a sample of it and try it out. I know NARS breaks some people out, but for me, I don't really have that much of sensitive skin, so thank God I get to play around with different types of like foundations, concealers, and other stuff because my skin is not as sensitive as others may be. But I always do recommend to go ahead to your Sephora and get a sample of this foundation in your shade and try it out before anything. Before like actually purchasing the big bottle, or you could just buy the big bottle, and if you don't, it doesn't end up working for you, you can always return it. Sephora does have a really good return policy, so definitely try it out if you are in the hunt for a new good foundation and your skin type is kind of like mine's. The only thing I do have to say about this foundation is that it does accentuate my pores just a little bit, which I don't mind because my pores are there. What can you do about them? No matter how much like pore filler you put on, like pore primer, pore filler, girl. No matter how much pore primers you put on, they're still going to be there. This definitely emphasizes them a little bit more than my other foundations that I'm going to mention now, but it's something that I honestly don't mind. This foundation I'm going to be talking about is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Foundation. This has been the foundation of the year, pretty much, because Rihanna came out with it, and obviously it came out in a wide shade range. That's another thing that I do love about the NARS, because as you guys know, I am a makeup artist, so if I like a foundation, I tend to buy it in various different shades and put it in my kit to use it on my clients as well. Of course, depending on their skin type and all of that. But if I do like a foundation, then that's what I normally do. So I really appreciate and love when brands actually come out with a wide shade range, because it helps me and it helps others out there, consumers and all of that. And if I use this foundation on my client and she loves how it looks and she wants to purchase it for herself, I know for a fact that I would know how to tell her like, hey, I didn't like, so usually you will have to be like, hey, so I mixed this one and that one. Like, with this foundation and the NARS foundation, I know that I can tell them like, hey, you're actually this shade, you can go ahead and purchase that shade. You know what I mean? And like be confident about it. So yeah, So this is the Fenty Pro Filt'r. This is kind of like a matte foundation more than a dewy. This is more on the matter side, which I don't mind. I am dry, but like I'm normal to dry, and like I said, sometimes I do get a little bit oily on my forehead, but this is a foundation that really lasts me all night and definitely makes my skin look flawless and poreless. Like, this foundation is literally my top foundation. Like, if I don't have any other foundation and I have this one, this is the foundation that I'm gonna like be happy with. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it. But I really love this foundation because of that reason. It photographs really nicely, it looks good in person, and the shade range is amazing. I am in the shade 240, in case you guys are wondering. I have here the shade 240. This foundation does oxidize. It oxidizes one shade darker, so I would advise you to go one shade lighter. I have the shade 240. I would be around 250, around there, because I do self-tan, as you guys may know, and pretty much even if I'm not self-tan, I'm still a little bit on the medium side range, and if this wouldn't oxidize, then it wouldn't be my shade at all. Definitely go one shade down on this foundation. If you feel like you're a 260, then go 250, because it is going to oxidize and it is going to turn darker. If you guys don't know what oxidation means, it means that a product doesn't stay true to color. Pretty much it goes darker on your skin, makes you look tanner. Okay, here's another foundation that I absolutely love. This foundation here is amazing. This right here is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place, and I usually wear the shade either Honey Bronze or Tawny or Rattan. Rattan is more from like when I'm in like my palest stage, when I literally have like no self-tanner on, I haven't taken a vacation, and I've been in my house literally for months. That's my shade. When it comes to like me getting a little bit of like sun, you know what I mean, I'm the shade Tawny. And then when it comes to me self-tanning, I'm legit Cashew and Honey Bronze. So I do have a wide shade range of the foundations, but I really love this foundation. I also put this foundation in my kit because I feel like it works the best. It lasts the longest. It looks really nice on camera. The only thing with this foundation is that I would not advise you to use it either on yourself or on a client if you're taking flash photography with your cell phone. On a regular camera, it's totally fine, like on a professional camera. But if you're doing it with your iPhone and you're going out at night, or your client is going out at night, I would not advise you to put this foundation on them because of the fact that it does have flashback. It doesn't say that it has SPF anywhere, but I am 100% sure that this foundation does have SPF, even though it doesn't claim to have it, because of the fact that when you take a picture with flash, you look totally white. So avoid that if you're going out at night. Other than that, for like a morning to afternoon, evening foundation, this is perfect. If you're not going to be taking any pictures with flash or anything like that, this foundation is absolutely stunning. It lasts literally all freaking day. Like, it'll last you till the next day. It's even really hard to take off. So if you are using this foundation, you have to make sure you cleanse your face really well, because in other words, you will get clogged up because of the fact that this foundation literally is so hard to take off of your face. It's kind of like glue. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. But I really love this foundation. I love the shade range selection from this foundation as well. It has an amazing shade range selection. So this is another foundation that I actually really love and typically go for. And yeah, this foundation just makes you look flawless as well. My thing with foundations is it has to make me look flawless, it has to make me look poreless, and it has to make me look like really good in person, photograph really well in pictures, and also last a long time. And what's another thing that I like in a foundation? Oh, I like when a foundation doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation. That's actually 6 things. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask for. But so far, I feel like these foundations that I mentioned in here do that for me. You may have a different experience because, like I said, everybody has a different skin type, skin tone, whatever the case may be. But let me know if so far you are loving the same foundations that I am loving in the comments down below, or if you're actually hating them, or you try them out and you hate them for the foundations that I've mentioned so far. And go ahead and like this video as well if you're liking what you're seeing. Next foundation I'm going to talk about is the NARS Sheer Glow. This is another NARS product, another NARS foundation. This is in the shade Stromboli as well. The shade range is the same pretty much, and it's a really, really good shade range. So this is the NARS Sheer Glow. The only I have a downfall on this, and it's that it doesn't have a pump, so it's very, very messy. It's a very messy foundation. This foundation is definitely for someone who's more on the drier side because it is a very, very dewy foundation. So this is definitely my favorite foundation when it comes to like winter and spring and stuff like that, because I feel like it gives me a very flawless finish. I don't feel like I have foundation on, and it hydrates my skin pretty much. Like, it's crazy because it's a foundation, but it keeps my skin hydrated. So I really, really love this foundation as well. So if you're in the hunt for a good foundation for now, for the spring, winter, whatever the case may be, then definitely check the NARS Sheer Glow out. Alright, last but not least, I have here my Maybelline SuperStay foundation. This foundation has literally become my favorite foundation ever. This is actually my tan shade right here. This is in the shade 312. This is when I'm actually self-tanned, but when I'm not, I am in the shade 128. For those of you wondering, that is my everyday foundation. I literally, like, if I'm gonna go out and run errands or anything like that, this is the foundation that I use. It literally lasts so long. I actually have a review on this foundation, and I'm going to list it up here in case you guys are interested in seeing how this foundation wears. I tried this foundation out and wore it for 3 days. So you already know, I wore it for 3 days, so you guys can see the true test on how long this foundation wears, and I wore it for over 15 hours. So you know that is the real deal. I love this foundation, but yeah, this pretty much is my favorite foundation at the moment as well. This is what I use, like I said, for every day when I'm running errands, or I just want to look put together, or whatever the case may be. This foundation, you don't feel the foundation on your skin. It photographs really nice. It doesn't have flashback. Literally makes you look poreless all day. I'll list the video here so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because only if you guys see it, then you'll be able to know. Like, I did it vlog style, so you guys will be able to really see it, and I recorded with my phone, so there's no like built-in softener in there, none of that. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you want to see how this foundation works and why I love it so much. This is the end of the video, you guys. Those are my top 5 foundations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My light just died, so if the light changed, don't mind that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to leave me your comments down below. Let me know what are your favorite foundations at the moment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!